Hello, and welcome to this lesson on the properties of molecular substances. In today's lesson, we will understand why molecular substances are typically poor electrical conductors. This will deepen our insights into the nature of covalent bonds and how they influence the properties of substances, helping us to make more connections between different aspects of chemistry. Let's dive in. Let's start by briefly recapping our understanding of molecular substances. Molecular substances, such as water, oxygen, or methane, consist of molecules. These molecules are formed by atoms held together by covalent bonds. Covalent bonds occur when atoms share pairs of electrons, which helps them achieve more stable electron configurations. One essential aspect of covalent bonds is that they result in neutral molecules. A covalent molecule is neutral because the atoms within the molecule share electrons rather than transferring them, which means no overall charge is created. For example, consider a water molecule. In a water molecule, each hydrogen atom shares one electron with the oxygen atom, forming two covalent bonds. The oxygen atom, with 6 valence electrons, shares 2 electrons, one with each hydrogen, to complete its octet, while each hydrogen completes its duet. In water, there are a total of 10 protons, 2 from hydrogen and 8 from oxygen, and 10 electrons. This balance of charges results in a neutral molecule. When atoms share electrons to form covalent bonds, they do not create charged particles such as ions. Instead, they produce molecules with no overall electric charge. The shared electrons balance out the charges from the protons in the nuclei, resulting in a neutral overall charge. To understand why these neutral molecules are poor conductors, let's recall what is needed for conducting electricity: the movement of charged particles. Electric current is essentially the flow of charges, usually electrons or ions. In metals, for instance, free electrons can move easily, creating a current. Similarly, in ionic compounds dissolved in water, free-moving ions facilitate the flow of electric current. In molecular substances, however, the story is different. Since the molecules are neutral and there are no free-moving electrons or ions, there are no charged particles available to move and carry an electric current. As a result of the lack of free-moving charged particles, molecular substances are typically insulators or poor conductors of electricity. However, it is important to note that this discussion focuses on simple molecular substances. Some giant molecular substances, such as graphite, are exceptions. Graphite, an allotrope of carbon, has a structure where each carbon atom is bonded to 3 others in layers, leaving the 4th electron free to move and conduct electricity. We will discuss these exceptions in more detail in upcoming lessons. By tying in the concept of covalent bonding and the resulting lack of free charged particles, we can clearly understand why molecular substances are not effective in conducting electricity. This insight aligns with our broader understanding of how different types of chemical bonds influence the properties of substances we encounter in everyday life. So, in today's lesson, we explored why molecular substances are typically poor electrical conductors. We learned that covalent bonds form neutral molecules, lacking free moving charged particles necessary for conducting electricity. Understanding this principle helps us connect the nature of covalent bonds to the broader properties of substances in chemistry.